New way activated.
There's always another way, Brahmi.
Yeah.
Always another way. All right, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Joe Parker with Brahmi Croc and Avi Becker in the back today. If this is your first time joining us, we have a full carload today. Typically, I'm out here by myself or with Brahmi, but with Avi back in town, all of us are available. So we got the carload and we are all out touring. This is a video about touring homes in Montecito, Santa Barbara, Goleta, all the south coast of Santa Barbara. Carpinteria, don't forget about that.
Nope.
And we are going to be taking you through Montecito today. So if this sounds like something you're interested in, you want to follow along with us, sit back, watch this video. Don't forget to subscribe so you stay in tune with what we do. We're putting these out about once a week. So let me introduce you to everybody in the car. We got Brahmi Croc here to my right with Rate Mortgage, our go-to mortgage broker here in Santa Barbara, doing deals for us, making things happen. How you doing, Brahmi?
Giving you all the color commentary you need with how Joe's driving.
Yes, tell me.
And it got exciting right out of the gates.
Right out of the gates.
I hope it makes the cut. Is that
I have a hard time paying attention to the maps too.
I know the rail slide though. That was
the rail slide
coming out of my driveway.
Yeah.
But hey, as a player, I'm always glad to be here.
Always good to have you. And we got Avi Becker. So Avi Becker here. If you don't know, I met him. Oh God. See, it's hard.
Please stay along.
Okay.
It's exciting.
If you don't know him, I met him. Let's see, what year was this in? Like 2018?
Well, we met like at
2017?
Killer B in like 16 or 17.
Okay.
But we started to work together in 18.
Yeah. So in 2016, at the gym I was working out in, Avi was a trainer there at while he was at UCSB, and then he hit me up, said he wanted to get into real estate and started interning. And then when he graduated, he got his license and started selling. He was working on the team, and now he's a partner, and he just got back from doing some traveling, and he's back at it. So you'll see him from time to time in the car with us on videos, and he also has his own YouTube channel and makes some killer content on there, so you can check out his channel as well if you want to explore some of the other videos we've done about Santa Barbara. We did a bunch of stuff regarding like best tacos, best avocado toast, best cocktails, best burgers, kinds of
lot.
Just a guide to Santa Barbara.
Did I say tacos? I love tacos.
Tacos are good.
Yeah. So,
and
so
we're famous for them.
That's Avi. Yeah, we are. We do have a lot of tacos here. So,
yeah.
Avi, welcome.
It's great to be here. Stoked to check out some property.
So, what's this one looking like that we're going to first?
Yep. 792 Chelham, right?
Yeah.
That's the one.
Yep.
You want to tell us about
Been
that,
on the market
Brahmi?
for over half a year.
I was telling Brahmi to tell us about it.
Go for it, Brahmi. Go for it, Brahmi. Let's see what you got.
Well, my God. Only reason why I did that is because I put the notes on this
for
sheet. Yeah, I did some research on it.
Oh, well, this one was bought at the end of 2021 for $2.9 million. And it's been on the market, it looks like, here for 184 days. So that's 6 months.
All right.
Hey, well, straight back at it.
Let's go.
So, as we were saying, 6 months on the market. Started at, I'm not positive, is this the first price reduction that we know of?
I think so. Yeah.
So, started at 4.995, so essentially $5 million. They just reduced it 300,000 to 4.695, so down to 4.7 essentially. It is a 4-bedroom, 3 full bath, 1 half bath. Let's give you the little breakdown. Discover Montecito magic at 792 Chelham Way. Imagine walking up to the serene sounds of nature, surrounded by the lush greenery of Montecito. This stunning 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom home offers a luxurious lifestyle. This is recently renovated. All right, so they renovated it.
Yeah.
Masterpiece seamlessly blends contemporary elegance with classic Montecito charm.
Okay. Well, we just went up Sycamore Canyon and we made it. And so this is that kind of back outskirts of Montecito. We're getting kind of on this edge of where you get into an area of Montecito. We're not in it yet, but we're getting close to it where you get out of the Montecito school districts. This is going to be in Cold Springs, and we're not far from the Westmont College up here in the foothills as well. But this one just relisted at that new price, so they took it off the market and put it back on to give it kind of a refresh. But it does give you the
Oh, so it hasn't been on for 180?
It has.
Oh,
it has.
okay.
They just they have the cumulative market up days is 185, but then this is a new listing, so they refreshed it.
That's
Got
good
it.
to check. Sometimes Zillow will have issues with that. It will say like new listing.
It won't catch the.
But that's why, if you have a good realtor with access to MLS, the CDOM, the cumulative days on market, will always be able to tell when something's been pulled, relisted,
Right.
in a recent period. So keep track.
Well, and also this neighborhood, this is much more of a traditional neighborhood in the sense of between Montecito and Santa Barbara. This is more similar to the foothills of Santa Barbara, whereas a lot of times when we're driving through Montecito, it's a lot of big estates.
Yeah.
There's a lot of space between the houses. A lot of that beginning of that neighborhood, people are close to each other. Driveways right next to each other, which is not as common in Montecito, or at least some of the big properties we go to.
Good point. Yeah, this is like very much more traditional. Not
Still
so
Montecito though.
a stately. Yeah, still Montecito, so you still have that premium, but like you could see.
But just the dynamic of it.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see the next house.
Privacy factors and there for a lot of people that want to spend $5 million or so. But
Well, and if you spend 6 or 7, maybe you're then bumping into like your privacy,
Gate, and then,
your
yeah.
gate. You're not even looking at a neighbor.
yeah.
Really, barely.
Just gonna slide right in.
It does look pretty well redone. I look forward to the backstory.
All right, check it out. All right, there's the driveway we came up. You've got a little access to yard space over here. You've got a parking area in front of the garage, and then your 2-car garage there. Got the overhead power lines in this neighborhood. And let's see what the inside's looking like. All right, here we go on the entry. Kind of get brought into this somewhat open space. It has this fireplace in the center, but the open space goes all the way around it, including this little breakfast nook here. Classic interior, decked out in the white finishes we see so often these days in these remodeled homes. Looks really fresh and clean. Beautiful kitchen, cedar stone countertops. It looks like some type of quartz product. And what I missed in showing you this kitchen was a little half bath over here. And here's our garage. Well, access to the outside. And then we've got that downstairs, but let's start up here. Okay, here's our primary. Good size room. The wide plank, whitewashed flooring, and then some interesting, nice, clean tile work in here. The shower, I like those circular tiles. All right, what else do we got in here to show? Oh, I didn't show you the closet. Look at this. They took a whole bedroom out. It was a 5-bedroom home to create this walk-in closet. I think that was pretty smart. It's a nice little view of the property there. I like the storage at the end of the hall there. That's nice. Now let's go downstairs, see what we got here. All right, let's see what we got. Bedroom. A little more quaint, a little smaller. They tried opening the ceilings there to expose some beams to give it some interest, some character. Okay, another bedroom. This one's a little bigger. It's got some recessed lighting. Got that same flooring throughout, and it's got a door to that outside. bathroom for this. Couple bedrooms down here. Wow. Cool shower. And then the laundry room. Dang. Those machines are cool looking. Got the pocket door to close that off. And then another little living room down here. It's a nice space. I like the little details in those built-in, and that little nook for some art or something. Looks good. And then there's just one more room here. This is the biggest down here. This is kind of like a little suite. They have an odd little fridge over there, so I think they have this set up to be maybe a little self-contained junior ADU style space. Now I'll take you outside, see what we got for a yard on this one. Arbor overhead, give you a little shade. And it appears we have ourselves a little fire pit down here. Some walking paths. And some kind of more wild land or adjacent to you. So you are kind of a bit of a foothill location here. You're getting some additional maintenance, probably around your trees, around the property to keep things clear. These ones do have some trouble in this neighborhood. These are some of the neighborhoods that are experiencing some insurance issues with fire insurance. So something to consider. Happy to talk to you more about that. But look at this cool little orange grove on the side here that we found where the fruit trees are. So, all right, what do you think of this one, everyone? We got $4,695,000, I think is the new price on it. Fucking God, let's do this. All right, everybody. We're here. We made it. We just had a lot of discussion off camera about this property, but I think we're ready to bring this discussion on
to everyone.
Let's go. Let's go. Nicely laid out. I liked how the primary was on that main level as you walked in. Mm-hmm. That room almost gave you like the best of both worlds. It was almost like an open room, but then they also had that fireplace in the middle that kind of broke it up and gave it some privacy. So that was a little bit interesting.
Well, and they had taken a bedroom and made it into that big walk-in closet.
Yeah, that was clutch.
Which was nice. I was sort of torn on that. Like, I don't have as much clothes though. So
right. No, you got it with a house of that caliber.
But could you see? What if you had
a
killer office over there and then a smaller closet? I don't know. I mean, whatever.
Repurpose it. I liked how the downstairs as well. It had like water lines. I wonder if those were permitted, but there was a dishwasher. Did you notice that? And a sink.
In that one last room with the fridge? Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of those little separate living quarters.
Possible.
I thought a lot of the finishes were very nice. I liked them.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
Bathroom was done very well.
I'd say the one thing that we all agreed on that sort of stuck out is the windows were not redone.
Right.
That is it's an expensive redo. So you have single pane windows through the entire. I mean, and the windows are nice, and they are that cool wrought iron almost. Mm-hmm. You know, probably
vintage
50s, 60s,
lead glass. You know, they have like that cool look to them. But insulation, they're tough. They're tough.
And just like there's a lot of iron instead of those windows these days are just like pure view. You know, you can just get basically
some
no
obstruction.
Yeah,
and then view. And there's a lot of obstruction.
Personally, the bigger one for me is just I've recognized in our house we have double pane windows, and it is. And I've had the other house we were in for that did not.
Yeah.
It is a really big difference.
Yeah, in the winter and the summer.
100%. Yeah, 100%.
And they kept that textured stucco on the exterior that was very dated. That's not going to help them much.
I didn't really notice that one as much.
You know, I think a home that caliber, smooth stucco is probably the way to go.
Sort of had a cool backyard that, you know, tiered down to that creek.
Yeah.
And then they did have a gate, and I blew it. I meant to ask the listing agent, Jamie, there was a gate at the bottom of that going into this sort of open space to the right if you're looking back in the backyard. So I didn't know if that went into some like sort of park area, or maybe it was just people were friends with the neighbors. I don't know. You know,
it's in a place where you could probably get into some, you know, front country hiking pretty simply. You know, right out the back there.
But I think what we were sort of discussing, some of the challenges, is you are in that more neighborhood feel of Montecito. And at being at, you know, nearly 5 million, that's expensive. You know, people are looking for a little bit more space. And then, Joe, you were mentioning that, you know, fire insurance, and it's not just here, it's everywhere. Fire insurance is a challenge. And when you are in the foothills of, you know, and that's definitely in the foothills, it gets really expensive to insure your property. To almost, you're not going to entirely insure your. It's very challenging.
I think that's probably a big impact on it, on that property, and all the ones that are on the market in these foothill areas. If it's not the caliber of property where the buyer is just paying cash and will self-insure, it becomes a sticking point, and it could become something that changes the values.
And those could be some of the reasons that it's sat.
Yeah.
You know,
and the price, you know, I think we all agree it still feels a little ambitious.
But it was just recently redone.
Yeah. We went from one kind of everyday neighborhood to another one here in Montecito. So we're exploring some of the less stately neighborhoods, but still getting you in the Montecito. And this one on Hermosillo here, solid central lower village location.
Very accessible.
Yeah, you got access to everything from here. The beach, the shopping.
Freeway
if you get in your
Coast
car.
Village. Like, yeah, you're right in it.
You got it going right here. So this is just another kind of everyday home. This is not like, we're not talking big estates. You got neighbors next door really easily to see. And we're going to go see.
Yeah, it looks like any other street in Santa Barbara.
Well, with the premium, because this one is what, 3 million?
Oh, sorry, we didn't even get into the stats. Let's do the stats real quick here. 3 bedroom, 2 bath. It is listed for $3.2 million. It's about 1,800 square feet. The lot is 0.2.
7,000 square feet.
And that's like 8.
All right.
So you're in Cold Spring.
I was looking at the pictures and I thought if this home was in San Roque or on the Mesa in a nice neighborhood, it's probably going to be around 2.5, I would think. And so right now, here in Montecito, it's 2.8.
That increase is, validated then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it kind of, this could make sense, but, you know, let's go see.
Yeah. All right, let's do it.
Okay, street view on this one. This is the Hermosillo Street. Look at this cool little island. They put a landscape island. I think they put these in there just to kind of break up traffic so that people don't go too fast, because I think they used to buzz down to Coast Village Road pretty quick. And they got a bike lane as well, so that's pretty sweet. But classic sandstone wall out front with a box hedge. Looks like a newer roof. 2-car garage. This could be a great second home for someone wanting to get into Montecito. Or permanent residence. Let's see what this garage looks like before we go inside. Oh, storage galore. All right, here's the entry on this one. Immediately, you've got a big family room, living room here. So this is going to be the big kind of space, the big public space of this one. So we're dealing with about an 1,800 square foot home. It's a nice, basic big room here. And a couple steps up into this dining area. It's got a skylight bank, adding a lot of natural light in here. Hey, how you doing, Sasha? Here is the kitchen. Looks like we've got ourselves a bit of a dated kitchen, but clean, usable. All right, now, let's wait for this place to clear out a little bit. It's a busy one. But we've got an interesting bathroom. I always bring you to the interesting bathrooms. Look at this tile work. You've got the little shower section and the big tub section. I like that. Here's one of our bedrooms. Okay, got a couple nice accesses to light with this slider in that window. And here is the other bedroom, and then we gotta go find that primary. But basic, a little less light because it only has the one window. I'm liking the looks of that backyard though too. All right, this is the primary on this one. I like the French doors with the side wings, so you're getting a lot of light in here. It has a fireplace. You wouldn't expect that in a home of this size. Okay, big closet. This is a proper bedroom. You know, the access to the outside, the bathroom, the fireplace. As far as a basic home goes, they upscaled it a little. All right, here's the yard. The primary has access out here, and so does that other bedroom. You hear the train in the distance there. That's how close we are to the train tracks, which means we're close to the beach. Great oak tree. Really sweet garden setting here. And you've got a newer roof, it looks like, up there, so that's nice. And a bit of grass along with a patio. And a little bit of side yard over there. Okay, Hermosillo living, everybody. $3 million. Montecito. I know a lot of you are going to be like, I would never pay $3 million for that. But you got to remember what the zip code is here and where values are. What do you think of that value? Is that fair?
I mean, for this area, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what else are you going to get
It's
under $3 million in Montecito? A condo, maybe?
There's things that need to be done to it. So, I mean, would you call it a fixer? Yeah, you do need to fix it up.
Mm-hmm.
I
don't think I'm
but
going to be able to turn.
Yeah, this turn might be tough. You just concentrate over there. We just get to the middle.
Oh, look it. We got a savior. I'll go to the middle.
And after this guy, just keep going. You're good.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's always tough when you're like, oh, it's $3 million, $3.2 million, and you need to renovate it.
Mm-hmm. But there's people who are dreaming of Montecito, and they're not maybe in a rush. And
yeah, you're right. I mean, that's what I was going to say. You don't have to renovate it. You could live in it like it is.
Mm-hmm.
And there are some sort of simple things you could do that, like opening up that kitchen would be great.
mm-hmm.
Slowly picking off the bathrooms, you know.
Mm-hmm.
There's opportunity there, but the location's amazing.
Yeah, I think it's
For
these little
convenience.
things like that little step up, those 2 steps into the dining room and kitchen area.
Mm-hmm.
Those are just these hidden little flaws that rub buyers the wrong way, I think, because they're kind of expecting a single level, and that just throws a little kink, and it was like kind of tight right there.
Yeah.
And then those step ups, I don't know. It felt like then the ceiling got real close to my head. So I don't know. That was one thing that stood out. I liked that big great room, and I liked the fact that primary bedroom had a fireplace in it. I thought that was pretty.
Yeah, that was
slick.
sweet. Yeah.
Who do you guys think the ideal buyer profile for a property like that might be?
I think that is going to be a potential downsizer relocating to this area. Maybe someone picking up a second home.
Second home. Yeah.
They were saying investment for short-term rental there because it's close to the ocean.
I think that could be, someone who lives in LA or likes to come to Santa Barbara, might retire here someday, might buy a place like that, do a renovation, hold it as an Airbnb while they're working. Like a handful of our clients have done that, where they want to use it down the road a lot more, but they want to still be able to maybe use it once a month or for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, take advantage of the vacancies and use it.
Like my clients on Vista Del Mar, they were here with their whole family for Thanksgiving, and when they're not here, which is probably 90% of the year, they rent it out Airbnb style because it's a short-term rental zone. So
nice.
Right. Yeah, it's a good call.
And it's just because you're in the short-term rental zone doesn't mean that you get to do it. It means that you can apply to do it and get the credentials to do it if you go through all the motions. But a lot of people still don't do that. I think they just figure, I'm in the coastal zone, I'm just going to start renting this.
Yep.
And they don't go through the process of getting the license and paying the occupancy tax and setting up their business license and all that stuff that you got to do it legitimately.
Well, and it was interesting to hear that even if you are able to do it, that there is a minimum of 3 days, a 3-night.
Check this out, everybody. Keeping the streets clean in Montecito.
That was a big rig. Whoa.
Yeah. This is part of the construction crew. I think they clean up all the debris from construction.
Requirement. All right, should we get... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. I was like saying I like that how that is a roundabout now rather than a 5-way stop. That honestly.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Once all the roundabouts are done, it's going to be dreamy.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
All this
and once
construction.
everyone learns how to use them.
Yeah, and the freeway's done.
They are not stops. They're yields.
Yields,
So
everybody.
if not, drive into it and keep going. 1556 San Leandro Lane is where we're heading to next.
Hedgerow.
We've done a lot of the hedgerow. It's a good size house, 5,500 square feet, flexible floor plan, 5 spacious bedrooms, 4.5 baths, plus 2 offices. Each has a closet, so it could be a room.
What year?
This property, hold on.
This is an oldie.
1928.
Thank you.
1928. Imagine, okay, this just gets done and you're throwing a house party in 1928. Come check out my new estate with the pool.
Architectural
Prohibition
treasure.
back then, I think, right? Or no, maybe that was.
Was
before
it?
Prohibition.
You know, they broke
I've got
that.
some bootleg.
I don't think Montecito ever had to participate in Prohibition.
Probably right. But here we are. We came up on it real quick, so that means it's pretty convenient. That's a bonus.
Yeah. Easy access.
Good walkability if you're okay walking on these streets without sidewalks, which is the way the hedgerow's set up. I just met some people who weren't too stoked on that. They thought it was a little bit different, and we're kind of used to it, but
Especially if you have a dog, that could be tough.
yeah, but it isn't a lot of traffic. And when we say walkable, meaning like you could actually do it with pretty much ease because it's not too far. But it is not sidewalk walkable. So, all right, we made it here.
Sweet. We're here.
What's the price again? $7.
Oh, we didn't even say it. What is it? 7.9?
Yeah.
7-8.
7.8.
Here we are coming up on this driveway. I love this motor court. I'm wondering, the garages must be on the other side. Look at these oak trees. Pretty incredible. And I want to go see the other side because this is a really big property, a big house. We got 1 point, I think like 1.25 acre, maybe a little bit bigger. It's a good sized lot for this location. And you got a big redwood tree there. Okay, so this is gonna be, is this a no garage property? I didn't look into that, but this is where you would go to get to the garage. There's gotta be a garage. And there is, look at that. Properly snuck. Oh yeah, I remember seeing those pictures now. In the rear of the home, so you don't see it when you're pulling up to the home. This is gonna need some work, people, but wow, is it worthy of restoring? This could be one of the flagship properties of the hedgerow when it's redone. Here we go. Love the curved arch entry. Big door.
Very little ice.
Break off to the right here to see this den office area. This has got truss sale vibes on it.
The base course, I'm not sure if that was original or not because it's there when it was built.
Powder room.
Added on to, I don't know personally it was there. We're waiting to see if we can get to our.
Dining room here, big formal dining room, fireplace. You know, this was going off that housewarming party in 1928. This was completed. Someone's dream, someone's vision made into a reality here. Okay, here we go, the kitchen. Wow, this is a throwback. Okay, so just come in and break it up. And this is what we get for the great room on this one. Kind of a little den area that probably was supposed to be kind of a little breakfast nook area that they threw a couch in. Laundry room, big laundry room. This one might be taken down to the studs. Okay, making our way back towards the front. Here's another room.
Definitely a long time.
Go upstairs.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the landing up here. One of the bathrooms goes through to this bedroom down the hall here, a little further. Another bedroom and bath here. Looks like this is going to cut through a closet into this room here. So upstairs it's just bedrooms, bathrooms, and kind of this central corridor at the top of the steps. This looks like our primary. Wow. This place is a full time capsule. It looks like they just threw it on the market. Clearly they didn't really do anything to get it really ready, which is interesting, but I know circumstances are unique for each situation, so sometimes you got to do that. Okay, look at all these old built-ins, all these old details. Lots of bedrooms up here, lots of bathrooms, and then it looks like we got kind of a guest wing over here. Little bedroom, little closet, and laundry room here. Another little bathroom here. Full-size tub, that's nice. And our second kitchen. Okay, this is the guest unit. So this is over our garage, which we saw down there. Kind of the neighborhood scene. Look at this. There's the slice of Mountain View. Let's go see what this yard has on offer. Lots of flat usable space. Big pool. Okay, this is expansive. Really wide, deep backyard. The lot is incredible. The lot itself has got to be worth about $5 million, at least. Pretty rare to get something this flat, this big, spacious, lots of privacy. Yeah, what a massive home. From back here, it just looks enormous. And then you've got this little corner section. Okay, I think we've seen it, everyone. What do you think of this one? Someone's going to be putting some time and money into this in the future, and I can't wait to see what comes here, because this one is very much worthy of maximizing. I don't think you could overdo it here. All right. I think that's going to do it for this one. The formal living room I missed. There was too much activity at the front door when I walked by it. So I skirted real quick past this space, but the most grand room in the house Lots of light, lots of windows, access out, more of those curved doors. Those would be great to maintain that style. So. All right, leaving the hedgerow on that one. That was a time capsule. I don't think they changed it since 1928. They're actually, I take it back. They did do a few little things, little things here and there.
A couple small things.
They said the owners have been there for 60 plus years, so maybe the owners did things more at the beginning of their.
Yeah, I didn't see any sale history.
Beginning of their tenure.
Yeah.
No sales history, so yeah, they've definitely been there for eons. But I think that could be one of the most prominent estates in the hedgerow after it gets remodeled.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to have to get remodeled.
Yeah, every
head to toe.
Square inch of that is going to get
But I agree, like,
touched.
I mean, the redo is extensive.
Yes.
And that's actually, I think, putting it lightly. But when it's redone,
wow.
I mean, is that a $20 million property?
I don't think so.
15?
But it could get there very quickly. If values leave the foothills and come into these low areas, disproportionately, then that one could definitely skyrocket in value. One thing I wasn't stoked on was that position of the pool.
Just being so far away from the house?
So far away, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. I was... Yeah,
I mean... What you do about that? Unless you're going to fill it in and move it. That'd be
a bit
horrendous.
Of work.
Horrendous. Yeah, so
but you could.
That's kind of the X factor, maybe.
You could. I don't know.
You would need to get it to the max value. You would need to relocate that pool and center it on the property better. And maybe behind where that pool is, you have like a guest house. But now you're talking about
casino
going nuts.
Yeah. Which I think you'd want to go nuts on that.
Yeah.
It's going to be a multi-million-dollar renovation on top of the acquisition.
I mean,
price.
I can't imagine that.
I think he could get it up to 15, and when it's done, like if he had it done today, I think he could probably be closer to 15.
And we're obviously just throwing crazy numbers out, but
yeah,
I mean, I'm thinking that's a $3 million renovation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
at least, right?
And I'd say at least is a safe word to use.
2 years, the permitting you're gonna have to go through. You're gonna have to go through coastal permitting, and right, like. Especially if you're moving pools, then you have to go through additional.
I mean, I don't know if you're really changing the footprint too much. So it's a lot of internal stuff, and you're not changing the outside. So I don't know if permitting would really be that difficult because it's really more of what you're doing on the inside.
That's right. If you stay within the footprint,
you're staying in the outside footprint. You're not expanding that necessarily, except maybe on that back patio. I would want to see that get bigger. Mm-hmm. Maybe that brings the pool closer to you by expanding it there.
I wonder how many hidden potential issues you'd find once you start stripping things away.
I think you would want to assume a lot.
Yeah. I don't think you come into it with any kind of
you would assume
illusion that it's going to be
the biggest challenges possible.
Yeah.
You would assume all the biggest challenges
all
possible.
Electrical, all plumbing.
Yes.
Some structural upgrades you'd need.
Maybe, yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, I mean, that was like one of that little studio, that deck out there. I was like, ooh, I don't know if I want to walk on that thing.
Yeah.
But it actually felt very firm and solid. So my concern was probably unfounded. But yes, you're right. I think you could deal with a lot of infrastructure and structural retrofitting. So, but hey, if you got time and money, I think that property could be absolutely awesome. Personally, I think it could be really, 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 really cool.
Very much so. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens to it.
Yeah, likewise.
And with that, we made it to the end. I'm going to drop Brahmi off here. We're at his office on Coast Village, just in front of the Berkshire Hathaway office here, so I get to block
the driveway.
No one's coming.
And no one can say anything because you're the big dog there. One of them.
Tell them that.
Well, why are they waving at us to leave?
I don't know.
All right, well, hey, that was fun.
That was fun. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. We'll be putting these out once a week, unless it's Thanksgiving. Missed you last week, but enjoyed this video. Nice having Avi along. Good to see you, Brahmi. Thanks for making it happen.
Boom.
All right, everybody. Peace out.
All right, see ya. Bye.